Hello, everyone. Hello. As you can probably see, hold on. Sorry, I still have all the UI up from the Hollow Knight runs, which for now we're gonna shelf Hollow Knight. But today we're doing something a bit different. I'm prepping a map for D&D, something I haven't done in a while. Essentially, for those of y'all who don't know much about me in Dungeons and Dragons, I do quite a lot twice a week, and I DM for one of them. I try and do more, but I only have so much time. Anyway, essentially, we are today mapping out this region of the continent, Limia and Mondarch. Yeah, because my party just arrived in Mondarch right here, and so I figured they'd need a world map for this region. Yeah, I already have this side of Old Vorn mapped, as well as the entire Empire. Um, so this is going to be a fun new project. I already know a lot about this area that I'm mapping. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to thicken out some of the lines and spots where they might be a bit thicker. Kind of give it that mappy feel. Raising some bumps just because by itself it just was not looking perfect. So giving it some character, I thought would be a nice way to spice up things while we chat. Does that look? No, that doesn't look good. It's too thick. There we go. If y'all have any questions about D&D, feel free to ask away. Not that I'm some end-all be-all game master, but I have been doing this for quite a long time and at quite a high volume, so, you know. Let's maybe soften this out, and then... Yeah, that already looks a bit better. Let's maybe... Ooh. And ooh. Yeah, so a bit of world building info on this area. The rest of Vorn depends heavily on Old Vorn or Vorn Alding's adventuring guild system, which is international and renowned. Um, Essentially, when an odd job needs done, a guild helps in like setting up a fair price and like adjusting that price based on demand for a quest. And so essentially, if the party ever needs money, they can take up a job, um, which are abound. Uh, and Mondarch, namely this upper coast region, this midsection area here, and this southern belt here, that are entirely dedicated to large swaths of land where wizards can set up wizard towers. What am I doing? Oh yeah, where wizards can set up uh, wizard towers and practice without like fear of blowing anyone up. And it's where I keep some like, if I have like a gimmick feat or something that I want to show off to the party, or like have in existence essentially as a non-verbal like offering that like a party member could learn, I would have a wizard doing that. They also can be like the source of quests for the party. Um, so if like a wizard needs materials brought out to his place, or perhaps even like a special material found, they can post a listing. And the party just arrived here, not really knowing a lot about the continent or the country, so should be fun. Doesn't really matter what the colors are. We'll go ahead and grab that and that. Right on. Cool. They own all of that, right? Most of it. Really doesn't matter what these are colored, these ones that aren't important for this map, because I'm gonna cover it, so I really only need a good color to be here. Map's not looking bad. Kind of happy with it. This middle area, the Great Desert, takes up, as you can see, a majority of the continent, and in fact extends out to the north and hits the sands here. There's a ton of lore as to why the desert exists. In fact, there's a timeline set up. But it's kind of like the high level area. So if the party members want to get out there when they're higher level, they got to go through some in-character paperwork, sign up with like a maybe not so legit official government. Yeah. Alright, I want to mess around with the color of this one. Let's up the color and see what that does under this. Nothing. What about the hue? Nothing. What about the light? There we go. That's going to be a good color for that. And this one I want to be exceptionally light. That might be as good as we're going to get. And we can also mess around with the color of this. Maybe less light, more color. This is gonna get really orange, isn't it? Oh, very yellow. Ah, it's very colorless. Let's further this up. We're getting there. Let's up the color and the hue. And we're kind of getting to blueprint colorings. Let's back up the hue. I can work with that. Alright. Let's take this one and darken it a bit further. I should really learn. That's Shift B, and that's just O. Alright. Shift B. There we go. Actually, swap, color pick, grab. Is that X? Nice. Let's make this is light. Wait, no, let's make that a bit darker. There we go. And then take this, and I want to make that as light as possible. Alright, that works. That's kind of our map and map coloring. The orientation pointing north. Though I'm thinking it might be fun if all the maps kind of point towards the middle. Maybe like, I don't know, there's some history where all maps point towards the center. As you can see, here is the Zerothian Empire is here, and as you can see, top of the map points north. Compass points north. Those some old maps. This is a Eastvorn is here. This is probably the most detailed map. The other one got filled in as time went on, but they started out here, moved down, took a boat, moved all the way back up, and then traveled up the continent. Do I have any other maps in this area? No. Huh. Let's go ahead and paper size? Oh, that's the maps on paper. Nice. I'll make sure that we keep that trend. No, I don't remember what font I used. Oh, gee, well, maybe? Can't even see that. Take a look at fonts. I think it was Segway script. Alright. Right on, that works. Lamia. Oh. Why is it grabbing that? Oh. I don't know when I want to put this. That might not be a bad spot. Yeah, that works. Maybe make it a bit smaller. Excellent. Now let's mark some. Let's mark some cities. Obviously, they're already here in the capital city of Shining. That didn't show up. Places I think there should be cities. Well, that's the capital. That'll be the biggest one. There. There. Here. 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 Those will be the big cities. And then on the island, we'll say right here. Very defensible. These won't be as important. But we'll have to name them nonetheless. And then let's go ahead and mark some small towns, or maybe even just general areas. How do I want to do that? No. Oh, I completely forgot about Lemia. The Lemia is kind of an odd one. There we go. Honestly, I don't even have to focus on Lemia right now, since they are like right here and they're not headed upwards. In fact, they might just hop on a boat and sail south if I'm lucky. Hold on. Alright, that's one. You know, actually, let's take. Oh. Let's take this and bold it. Perfect. Now I need city names. Let's take a look at my other maps. This has no cities on it. What am I thinking? Let's see, I see. Eckerd, Flint Hook Bay. Okay. We need a Dorthonia, Luna, Shadyville. All right. I guess this one will be. Do I have the old character sheets up here? I've been naming a bunch of cities after old characters from old campaigns. Where's that pink folder? Must have put it away somewhere. I cannot remember all the character names now. Let's take a look. Sorry, I'm looking through my D&D folder. Here we go. That has no names on it, huh? Hate to see it. Oh. Oh, that's so big. The Olive Vale. I hope I got all of those. There we go. I would say even smaller. That's, well, yeah. The Olive Vale. Queen 16. Anchorage. Why isn't this 16? Capiche. Yeah, no, that works. Just throwing some names out there. Just a bit of lore. Shining is actually. Let me grab my notes. It's called Shining as kind of a I don't even know what to call that. A cultural shift. Because it was named Shining City by the Elves, which is Silan Kalan Edilin, which is probably Tolkien Elvish, but I didn't really want to put that much effort into it. I just wanted an explanation as to why it was called Shining. And then I think that these two here, I think that this is going to be kind of an Australia-esque prison island, and it's going to have its own prison island, like Australia did with Tasmania, Tanzania. That small one next to it. Let's go ahead and move these around. It did it again. Why does it do that? I'm gonna lose my mind. Ah! That's infuriating. That doesn't look bad. This one, the Olive Vale, we'll move there. And Anchorage. Right here. Further away. Alright, I haven't really thought about the physical geography. Let's take a look. I did want to kind of base this area off of Shining is actually supposed to be kind of very Morocco-esque. I probably bastardized. It's, yeah, one R. So if you've ever seen Morocco, it's like, it has very sandy stone architecture, which I think is awesome. So like, imagine like this very like light beige sand architecture, but like very like extensive. Like if you've seen Ravnica from Magic the Gathering, just long expanses of city that look Moroccan in architecture, just like overlapping and high towers. Yeah, that's not unlike what I'm envisioning right there. Very much so. Maybe not as vertical, but definitely is horizontal. Sorry, I got caught up in some art. Let's see. First off, let's get a map going. What am I doing? Let's take a look. Yeah, so this general area, ignore that. How do I turn this into a, there we go, satellite. Oh, wow, that's gorgeous. Look at that. High mountains, very close to the equator. Wow. Ooh. Gorgeous. I should go to Morocco one day. But first, I gotta go to Borneo to see the proboscis monkeys and the gibbons. Oh, alright, awesome. In fact, let's start a Google Doc on Lands of Mondarch. Alright. Actually, I already have a splash we can... Not many live in Mondark. We're gonna get rid of that. Cities. They live in the cities of Mondark, but their borders are open to anyone. And their borders are trying to... Those with the talent tend to stay. With talent. So not me. Alright. So... Northern Mondark is very Moroccan. Is inspired by the landscape. What is that they're made out of? Traditional architecture developed in the Islamic, so it's very Islamic, huh? I want to know what it's made of. Construction methods. Rammed earth. Well, let's... It's probably limestone, huh? Formwork, rammed earth, trombe? What is trombe? Trombe? Hmm. What else lives in a big cats? large overcast climate, soft, loamy soil. All right, so there's a bit of geography. Capital, Monarch. Shining. Sorry, I'm responding to a text from my stepdad about the Chauvin trial. Chauvin. That guy. Because he's a lawyer, so it's always interesting to see his point of view. Plus, he is actually handling, or he was handling, I don't know if it finished, a trial that was not entirely dissimilar, where some police were being accused of misconduct. So it's always cool to ask a real lawyer about it instead of just kind of Twitter echo chamber, you know? Slowly recovering. Yeah, so a bit of lore on Shining. One of my party members, Chu, is an amnesiac, a rogue who likes to steal shiny things, not unlike a just kind of a petty gym criminal. And when they arrived in Shining, the first thing they saw was a 1,000 platinum bounty, which was very fun for me, considering they had just traveled through a one-way magical teleportation circle. But they doctored her up while they were waiting in customs, and have thus far escaped any suspicion, since it's been, luckily for them, 6 months since the character was last seen under her other alias, which she has no memory of. So it will be cool exploring that, especially since her gang is still around somewhere. The yellow feathers. Conducted. Or how about I haven't really thought about the ruler. Crownless king. Crownless queen. Either way, crownless should be capitalized. I don't know. Alright, that's Mondarch. Let's name this one. What's a fun jungle name? Fantasy generators. First off, love this dude. Second off, hate all of these so much. I hate this website beyond anything. It's the worst. What was that? The Black Panther jungle? Woof. Wonder what they're hearkening to. Beggar's Hole, lame. Bay of Balar, lame. Bricklewhite, not bad. Don't know why we named that. Bulmer, Coalfell, Crow's Cry, Coalfield. Darkwell I do like. Maybe a dark name. Dorthonion. Dwarf Onion. Dragon's Coast, Dry Gulch, Taradel, Duskendale. Kinda like Duskendale. Eden's Gulf. It might be named someone's Gulf. It's a bay city, right? No, it's kinda... Elbright, Embertown, Ereborn, Ethermore. Ooh. That's cool. Hate Pinterest so much. Glaskerville. These are just kind of names. They're not really... Fog might be a fun... Fog Shore. I'm thinking fog. Maybe this area is kind of underdeveloped, so maybe it's like very foggy and misty. You know how jungles are. Moonbright. Nandungerteb. Sure. Snowforge. No, there's no snow. It's... These aren't... Oh, these are just Fantasy City names. That's why. Jungle names. I should name some of the... The crazy warm tropics, the welcoming... Oh, this sucks, man. I'm looking for inspiration, not the worst. That's the best they could do. The Evil Lightning Village. Smoke, smog, steam, effluvium. Effluvium? No. Vapor, huh? Pea soup. Visibility 0, 0. Let's see, vapor. The moisture pass. Gross. Does fog have like a origin name? Is there an etymology? Let's go to dictionary.com. Fog. Verb. No.
Fog.
Mist. There we go. Darkened state of atmosphere, diffuse substance that causes it. Becloud. Daze. Haze. What is that? Goddamn British people, origin of fog. Fog. Long grass on damp ground. Goddamn British people. Let's go ahead and take miasma. Let's go to dictionary.com. Let's head all the way down to that origin. Mata. Miasmarsh. No, that's like a joke name. What time is it? 5:30? Oh, man. Time do be moving. I'm gonna go ahead and take a moment to respond to some messages. I just realized that Be Right Back was not updated in this list. So, don't even worry about it. Hello, I am back. Um, huh. Miasma. Boscage. Alright. Boscamada. That's the name of this one. Boscamada. Again with that. Boscamada, the miasma of jungle. I guess this will be Boscamada Jungle, this area right here. Turning into kind of like a palmy, hilly area here, and then to a flats extending down. Why is that layer even called compass? All right. Fork tongue. What's a good island synonym? Oh, this is dictionary.com. Why can't they just make it one.com, you know? It's owned by the same people. Fork tongue. Fork tongue reef? Kind of like the sound of that. Who knows? Maybe there's a nice big ol' friendly dragon living there. I definitely haven't planned for anything. Sorry, I'm just gonna move some stuff around real quick. Oh. Excellent. Sorry, I'm just checking myself out. Alright, so back to this. We have a couple more places to name. Nope, everything I'm drawing a blank on that one, so we're just not going to name it because I'm not naming it Booba, which is what came to mind. Lamia does need a couple of... Actually, Lamia doesn't really need any mapping, huh? Maybe they'll just fill that out on their own. Plus, it's also kind of mysterious. I've actually changed my mind when it comes to this island as well. I don't want them to know anything about it. What I do want them to know is the name. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more Synonyms. Prison. Let's look at some etymology, baby. Priceum. Prescindere. Precindere. Findaryl. That'll be fun. Limia has its own island. I'm not really sure about these. I should actually take a look at this map here. Okay, they're definitely not going to be outside of... There's a ward about 100 miles offshore of really any landmass that... essentially the realm of the deep, since like your standard like planar wheel doesn't exist. The plane or the realm of the deep exists kind of out in the ocean. And the equator is about here, planet wise, but they don't know that because they've never left. Yeah, this used to be kind of a One Piece style. If you fall in the water, you're kind of done for. And then somewhere in my lore, I explained... Maybe it was in the Ages. Yeah. In the 6th era, the gods returned a small part of the sea to Grum, which is the name of the continent / planet that we're kind of developing here is Grum, like the Dwarven god of the earth. But there is more to Vorn and such. But yeah, they returned a small part of the sea. So outside of that, this small part, essentially, if it's off the map, it doesn't exist. Or if it does exist, it's eaten up by deep gods. Which is interesting. This is old maps. Let's drag that in there. These can go. These can go. Cool. Everything else is... These can be deleted. I got rid of that. Yeah, I was thinking that this might be... We'll do it anyway. We'll just make it a... We'll name it after a god, and we'll say it has connections to the deep. Oh wow, look, there's the colorful map. Pantheon. Eomagan. We'll name it Eomagnus. We'll name that one. Man, I keep closing these and opening these, huh? Saloon. And... Shara. we've named the islands, which is choice. Let's go ahead and move these a bit closer. Alright, and as of now, it looks like we have a map. I'm going to go ahead and move this Mondarch. Hell on Earth. Throw in a few more small towns here and there. Just because we can. We'll put one here called Owat's Cities. A bit bigger. One here. We'll say that there are 3 little outposts as well as a couple of trail towns. Oh, a trail. Let's go ahead and mark that. As it heads here, it would this, and it would move like that. I can do that better. Actually, maybe if there were hexagons that would be better. That would be more optimized, huh? So maybe I'll have them... Is there a way I can do that? Is there a hexagon brush? There's not. But... I plan for this. Straight line? Nope. Swap. Let's try out a hexagon real quick. There we go. Take our eraser and have that. That'll be interesting. They'll be like, hey, why is that in hexagons? And I'll be like, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? It's not perfect. It'll do the job. Prairie of Owatcornius. Yes. I hate. I'm a man full of hatred for a gimp and its weird quirks. Prairie of Owatcornius. All right. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put that back on. Save as. It's not Vorn. It's actually Undark Lumia. Save it here. Also going to export as a PNG. Alright, is there anything else I would like to... Magic items. I'll plan this later. Alright, well everyone, thank you for coming to my stream today. It has been fun. I think I want to get back into Hollow Knight streaming. I want to get that last achievement. So I just gotta complete the Pantheon. That'll be difficult. And then after that, I don't really know what I'll be streaming. I might buy Souls 1 and play Souls 1. Removable storage. What is this? Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so I'll definitely be doing a Souls stream or a Hollow Knight stream, and then probably move on to maybe Souls in the near future. Um, I say move on as if I haven't put 300 hours into Souls 3. Um, or maybe if I find a way, I'll stream Bloodborne. Since I still haven't completed that game 100%. Nevertheless, it's been a pleasure streaming with y'all. See you next time. This is Grayson signing out.